4 predictions, man. Let's go down the list. We'll just kind of, go back and forth. So who do you have? Cardinals versus Seahawks, and the Cardinals are going to be at home. I feel like that's a toss-up, low key.
Yeah, I don't like both teams are so mid. Um, but I think I'm only gonna go with the Cardinals because I think Trey Benson might be better than James Conner, and I think he might spark them a little bit. Uh, yeah, I'm not liking a lot of what I'm seeing in Seattle. I think Sam Darnold is, again, I think he's proven like he's good enough right now, but if you're trying to like be the top echelon of teams, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's always tricky. Both of them are 2-1. Obviously, it's a divisional game, so you're going to get their best shot as well too. I was looking at it. I had Cardinals at first, but then I saw that the Seahawks beat them 7 straight times. So hopefully they can kind of keep that streak. James Conner's out for the season. Marvin Harrison Jr. has been looking kind of mid. So, Cardinals beat the Panthers in States. And they lost to Mac Jones. So, and 2 of those games that Seattle won, they put up some motherfucking points. So even though they're on the road, I changed my pick and I'm going with Seattle, man. I'm going with Seattle.
Who?
Um, Bills Saints, I feel like it's gonna be a wash.
Bills.
Bills gonna beat them in their home.
Yeah.
Take the overall spread. Steelers are at home hosting the Vikings. I think that's another toss up as well too. Steelers are at home, but even though they're 2-1, I just don't know because the Vikings, granted, the Vikings went up against the Bengals with no Joe Burrow. So I actually am changing my pick. I expect the Steelers to win being at home, and Aaron Rodgers is not the type to really make mistakes like that. Like he's notorious for that. So at first I had the Vikings, or I had it as a toss up. I'm going Steelers, man.
Aaron Rodgers isn't known to make mistakes. Yeah, when he was in his prime and he
Mm-hmm.
was not 40 years old, these last 3 years, I wouldn't, I definitely have the Vikings. I haven't,
At the Vikings,
I meant to say something when you had Aaron Rodgers even on your list. I don't think he belongs anywhere on that.
but I only put him on the list because Jaden Daniels hurt, right, and Joe
That
Burrow
does.
out as well too. So someone had to stand, someone had to get booted out.
Uh,
But you got the Vikings.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay. Chargers versus Giants. Jackson Dart's
Chargers.
first game, and it's a road game. Yeah, I go with Chargers as well too, like you said. Texans versus Titans.
That's a toss-up because the Texans have looked so bad.
Yeah,
But um, if you, I've actually been watching some of these Titans games, and Cam Ward actually doesn't look really bad. His surroundings are terrible. Like his offensive line is really bad. Who is it? Like Calvin Ridley is his best wide receiver or something like that. And Tony Pollard is his running back. So he's just it's been tough. I mean, he's definitely making some rookie mistakes, but I just think he looks better than some people probably think. But that being said, I'm not going to take the Titans. I can't.
I was about to say, with all the red flags you listed, and they're on the road, I'm gonna go with the Texans. And they got a better defense too. So I think their defense is gonna kind of that defense and being at home is kind of gonna hold them down. And I feel like even though the number one pick Cam Ward's kind of showed us glimpses, I think he's gonna go up against this defense, which he hasn't faced before. So I think he's gonna hawk the ball up once or twice. So I got the Texans. Commanders over Falcons. Who you got? Commanders are at home. Oh no, Commanders are on the road. Who you got?
Commanders. Whether it's Marcus Mariota or Jaden Daniels, like I just said earlier at the top of the show, have no faith in these Falcons.
Is Daniels coming back this week?
I don't know. I don't think they've ruled him out already.
Okay, yeah, I gotta see. I got the Commanders too, regardless. Falcons
Yeah.
piss me off. Like I literally lost money on them.
Marcus
Eagles.
Mariota is like the perfect backup for Jaden Daniels
I agree. Dual
because
threat quarterback.
he does everything that Daniels does, of course, at a worse level, but like he's basically the same type of quarterback. So
I agree. I agree. So you can basically plug and play.
yeah.
Obviously. Eagles versus Bucks. Eagles are on the road. Both teams are undefeated. I'm going with the Eagles. Mike Evans is out, so I think the Eagles are going to have a better game plan going up against Baker in that offense.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles too.
Okay. Your Lions versus the Browns. At first, I
Lions.
said toss up, but you
Who's
guys
the
have turned it around
how,
since week one. I
I'm not
only
gonna
said that just because I only said that because how you granted this week one, so it's kind of a preseason game, but the Packers smacked y'all up on the defensive end, and then the Packers kind of got smacked up on the defensive end against the Browns, and I feel like defense always travels on the road. So I think it could be a toss up, but right now with the last two games y'all been playing, man, it's hard to kind of bet against you guys. I don't think it's going to be super high scoring like we've seen the last 2 weeks.
you know.
But I got y'all. I got y'all.
But the difference is the Packers have a good quarterback and have like a good running back and have a
Yeah.
multiple of an option of wide receivers, and have an offense. The Browns do not. So I don't care how good their defense is about to play. We're going to be able to at least get to 15, 18, was it 18, something like
I
that.
think,
We're gonna be able to get up in that range. And
yeah.
I don't really see them unless we have some busted coverage. I just don't see them being able to generate enough points.
So you think it's going to be a blowout?
I'm not about a blowout, but I think we are gonna. I have no doubt that we're gonna win.
I see like I mean, y'all could get jiggy on them, but I just, like I said, I'm just going off of week to week basis and how they shut down. But y'all offense on paper is better than that, better than the Packers. I see like a
Yeah.
20 like I think it's gonna be close first half, and then y'all pull away in the second half. So like 20 to 23-10, something like that. Maybe something like that.
Bro.
Um, we got 49ers versus Jaguars. 49ers are at home. Who you got?
Niners, Jags suck. I think
Yeah,
they're
Trevor
2-1,
Lawrence.
right?
Yeah, they're 2-1. And
Oh
then
yeah, they
I
suck.
think the 49ers are undefeated still, but it's a home game for the 49ers. So
Brock
I
Purdy might
think
be back too.
he might be back. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go over the I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the 49ers too. Rams Colts. Toss up. Rams are at home. You know, we in LA, I don't know last time in a football game, but if you go to a Rams game, you go to a Chargers game, it feels like it's damn near an away game for them. So with that being said, I do love watching the Rams play on the offensive side of things. And I think Daniel Jones, your luck has ran out. And the way that they kind of slow, the way that even though they lost, the way that they kind of slowed down Saquon Barkley, I don't foresee the Colts running back going that crazy. So I'm gonna go with the Rams, man.
I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I'm not mad at that. Ravens, Chiefs, toss up. Who you got?
I'm
Ravens on
going
the
with the
road.
I'm going with the Chiefs only because I think well, actually both teams are 1-2.
Well, both teams I wanted to, bro.
But I think, yeah, because it's a game that clearly both teams feel like they have to have, you don't want to go to 1-3. This is again why to me I have Mahomes ahead is because I trust him in these situations. I've seen him in these situations. Last year his stats were very mid, but he still ended up when it mattered, he was the best quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Every time they play each other, at least the past 2 years, has been pretty close games. Obviously, they lost to them last year, week one. Isaiah Likely, I think, was out of bounds to win the game. So it's gonna be a good one, but it's very hard to win in Arrowhead. So yeah, like you said, both teams got to kind of prove themselves right now. Chiefs can't afford to be 1-4 and be behind in the division that far behind. So I got the Chiefs at home too. You're right. Bears, Raiders. You
Bears,
got Bears on the road. Me too. Packers, Cowboys. Packers on the road.
Packers, easily.
Michael Parsons.
Mike,
Michael Parsons might he
Michael about
might
to
get
go
two
crazy.
sacks.
Yeah. And it's
He
so funny that I mean, I feel like we've known Jerry Jones is really a terrible owner. At least for the past 25 years, he's been a terrible owner. I can give him credit for what happened in the 90s, but honestly, it feels like that wasn't him either. But I think that it is just insane. Like you look at they traded their best defensive player and now their defense is ass.
oh yeah,
Swiss cheese. So
Swiss cheese on the board. Um, Jets on the road against the Dolphins. I think that's a toss up. Both teams ass. I guess
Tua's
I'm gonna go
playing
with it.
like dog shit.
I'm going to Jets. I'm
And
going to Jets. I'm going.
I like the weapons on the Jets more. I like Brees, I like Garrett Wilson, and we've yet to see like Justin Fields play well week one. He played really good week one, and then he played average week two, but he got injured in that game, and then we didn't see him last week. So I'm looking forward to seeing if his season, if this game is going to be more like week one or more like how week two was looking.
I agree. Broncos, Bengals, no Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go with Bo Nix and Sean Payton, and they're at home Broncos.
Same.